Namaste. This is a 15-minute video on sun salutations. We're going to take it really slow. So we'll see how many rounds we could get in 15 minutes. I'm hoping we could get maybe like 3 rounds, maybe 4. We'll see how it goes. Hi everybody. See my little yoga mascot here. This is Ash. This is kind of his spot here. He may join us while we practice our sun salutations. So let's begin. First, grab any blocks that you may need. If you don't have blocks, you can use books. That's fine too. I'm going to grab my blocks. So making sure that your feet are firmly rooted. You can pick up your toes, spread your toes, and then put your toes back down, rooting into all 4 corners of your feet. Big toes, little toes, both parts of your heel. This sets our foundation. Draw your navel in towards your spine. Lift your chest, but don't lift the shoulders. Let the shoulders stay relaxed. Arms at your sides. Slight externally rotating the arms. Slightly external rotation. Okay. Your ears in line with the shoulders. Nice long spine. Rooting out through the crown of your head. This is where I like to call where heaven meets earth. Pressing into the earth and reaching the crown of your head towards the heaven or towards the sky. And then inhale, reach your hands up. Take a nice big stretch. And then exhale, start to fold, bend the knees as much as you need to. And then bringing your hands maybe to the blocks, especially for our first one. And just really taking our time here, just kind of checking in, see how your body is feeling. Let your head just relax, your shoulders relax, shake your head, yes, no. Take a couple of deep breaths. Just noticing, just becoming aware of any sensations that you feel in your body without making any judgments. We often focus on the negative things. So just focus on what really feels good to you right now. Couple more breaths. Now we're going to take a step back with our left leg, big step back, and we're going to put our knee down. If you need any padding underneath the knee, please feel free to grab a blanket. Walk those blocks if you have them. Walk them back a little bit. And then just find your comfortable lunge here. If you feel like you need a deeper stretch, you can move that back leg, kind of scooch it back a little bit, making sure your front knee is above your ankle or behind it, not in front, okay? So hanging out here, I'm going to lift my blocks or move my blocks to its highest level. A nice hip stretch here. Your back foot, if it feels good, you can relax the top of the foot onto the mat. And just allow yourself to be in the pose. So part of the pose is not just getting into the pose, but it's being in the pose. Allowing your body to settle and notice, becoming aware of where there's tightness or where it feels good. Just taking some deep breaths, giving yourself permission to just be. We're constantly moving from here to there, always in a rush. when we're on our mat, it's our time to slow down. It's our time to nourish our body and our minds. A few more breaths. And then moving your blocks to the side. You're going to place your hands on the floor. You're going to step back to a plank pose. Okay? So we can come to modified plank with our knees on the mat. And you want to make sure that you bring your bottom in line, your hips in line with your knees and your shoulders. Not like this. This is more of a all fours position, right? So bringing your hips down so you create this nice long line of energy from the knees, hips, shoulders. Take a couple breaths. And then slowly lower yourself down, bend the elbows, keep the elbows in, slowly lowering down, coming onto your belly. Take a couple breaths. And then make your way to your all fours position. You can stay here, or if you'd like, you can come to downward facing dog. If you're coming to downward facing dog, curl the toes under, lift the knees up, bring the bottom up towards the sky, chest towards your thighs. Keep your knees bent. And as you bend those knees, bring your chest closer towards your thighs. And then if it feels good, you can start to straighten your legs. Let's take 5 breaths here. Feel free to add movement if you'd like by bending one knee, then the other, walking your dog. Great, now slowly lower the knees down. Now I'm going to grab my blocks again, and I'm going to place my left foot at the top of the mat. So we're just switching sides. And again, if you'd like that nice deeper stretch, you can kind of scooch your back leg back, front knee over your ankle. Bringing in our Tadasana principles in every pose that we do. So draw the navel in, lengthen out through the crown of the head. And once again, just allowing yourself to settle into the pose and give yourself permission to just be, and taking the time to really pay attention to your body and what it needs. And also being kind to yourself. So if you feel like the stretch is too much, then bring that back knee in a little bit. And if the stretch feels good, you can deepen the stretch. The longer you're in the pose, the more the muscles will start to relax, and the breath naturally does the work for you. With each breath, we create space in our body. Great job. Setting the blocks to the side, hands on the mat. We're You're going to curl the back toes under, lift the back knee up, and we're going to take a little hop to the top of the mat, coming to forward bend. And bending your knees as much as you need to here. And then inhale, bring your hands up towards the sky. Nice big stretch. And then exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. And let's just pause for a moment and just reflect. Our first round of sun salutation. And let's take another round. Inhale, hands towards sky. Exhale, forward bend. Grab your blocks if you'd like. Let's take a step back with our right leg this time. Put your knee down and come to your comfortable crescent lunge. Taking a few breaths. And just noticing how the pose feels whenever you come back to it. Does it feel different? Maybe it feels the same, and that's okay. Just bringing that awareness. Set the blocks to the side. Step back. Coming to a plank pose, modified plank. And then lowering down onto your belly. Keeping the elbows tucked in. And then making your way to all fours. You can stay in all fours, or if you'd like to go to downward facing dog, curl the toes under, send the sits bones up and back, heart towards your thighs, bend the knees, maybe walk your dog. And then lower the knees down. And step your left foot to the top of the mat. Grab your blocks. And come to your lunge. And once again, just starting to notice any changes. It could be very subtle changes, maybe in your breath, maybe in the physical body. You bring your blocks to the side, hands on the mat. Curl the back toes under, lift the back knee, and take a little step to the top of the mat, come back to forward bend. Take a couple breaths. Inhale, hands towards sky. Palms together, put your fingers towards the sky. And then exhale, bring your hands to your heart. And just take a couple moments to reflect, Just notice your breath. Notice your heart beating. Notice the prana, the energy flowing throughout your body. Let's take one last round. Inhale, hands towards sky. Exhale, forward bend. Grab your blocks. Take a step back with your left leg. Coming to your lunge. Now I'm going to do this one without my blocks, so feel free to use your blocks if you'd like to. Allow your body to settle in. And once again, just notice what feels good in your body. Once we surrender and allow ourselves to just simply be present within our breath and our body, the body does amazing things. And it allows us to open up more. Exhale, bring your hands down. Step back. Modified plank. Lower onto your belly, bend the elbows, and tuck them in. And then exhale, coming to all fours. And we're just going to switch legs. Okay. We're going to bring the left foot to the top of the mat. And come to our lunge. Now I just skipped down dog on that last part, and that's okay. Make your practice your practice. So any modifications you'd like to incorporate into your practice, please feel free to do so. Again, with or without blocks, and allow yourself to simply be and enjoy every moment of this nourishment that you are giving to yourself, to your mind, to your body. Exhale, bring your hands down to the mat. Curl the back toes under, lift the knee, and then a little hop to the front. Forward bend. Give yourself a hug, wrap your arms behind your legs. Bend the knees as much as you need to. Give yourself some love. You deserve it. And then inhale, hands towards sky. Palms together. Stretch, opening up the heart. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Place your palms at the heart center. And just think of one thing that you are grateful for today. And make that your intention for the day. Namaste.